I personally don't like it. Somehow he actually make a double kill out of that. You see, like, this makes no sense. This makes absolutely no sense. Boom, throw it, throw it. They're going in. Welcome everyone, another demo review. This time we will have a little bit of a special edition because finally we have a 5-man stack against 5-man stack. I don't know if I should call this a team, but definitely more cohesion on the server. C-Crash is the guy that we're going to be taking a look at. So just everyone hovering around that fresh level 10. We're playing against some level 9s, level 11. This should be pretty equal lobby. Inferno, and I also do have a couple of things that C-Crash wants me to focus mainly on the T side. That is more important for him as a CT side. He finds it hard to decide what to do on T side most of the time and how. So we're going to be looking probably at the decision making and how we open up the rounds to gather some kind of an impact and see how it goes. Alright, there's a smoked up mid, which is obviously going to be... Now, already this is interesting because they smoked up mid, but they also molly boiler. You could just hear that. The molly boiler just landed. This guy is just throwing it there. Now, there is already a good piece of information. What does this mean? They either have 2 sets of utility or more, or they have only 1 set of utility which they just used already, right? Because molly and the smoke is already 700. You saw 1 decoy flying there. This is irrelevant at this point because anyone can buy a decoy. But if they have only smoke and a molly, they already used both of these. So smoke is here and molly is here. So if you will hear another piece of utility, that means at least 2 players from them don't have Kevlar, which immediately to me, good player would notice, okay, I can try to go for a little bit of a body spam as well with my USP because it takes like 3 bullets, 4 bullets to kill them without any Kevlar. They will have a lot of aim punch, right? So it will be harder for them to aim. These little things matter. And it's 145, nothing happened. You didn't see a single enemy, but you can already start piecing this information together. I don't like this position. I know that for apps this is fairly good, but if they overrun you short, I think there's just better angles to hold, in my opinion. Like even this is better, this is better. Even like playing around this box is better. Just be closer to the side, because if they decide to overrun this, you're out of position and you cannot make it back in time. Okay, they failed Moto Smoke, which they are actually going there. Alright, you know this is a B split. Let's see how you deal with that. You have to be extremely careful here. Beautiful, with your teammate playing together. You have to chase that guy down. Kill that guy, okay? Luckily he gives you the kill. It's 1v1 in the end. Good shot. Good shot. I didn't like the hesitation on this guy. If you know if he's killing your teammate, just go for him, okay? It's not like you can deny the bomb plan or anything like that. Just get rid of that lurker. Alright, Apeks, where do you go? In apps, your 2-man A setup. That's way too much. You're going way too much. You should always start walking between the door and this heater. You shouldn't step after that, especially if you fumble the jump up. This is fumble. This is already a mistake, and you should take it into account where you should start walking. Now it's by the door, okay? Here you should already start walking, because this guy, if he started like this, he can already hear you, okay? If he will hear you, he will just not take gaps, and you're neutralized pretty much the whole round, because you don't have any impact, you don't see anyone, they're not taking gaps, and they know that Opera is posted up, okay? So it's very important that you walk properly here. You see, this is just way too big of a step. I think this guy even heard it pretty clearly. Now he heard your teammate in the boiler as well. Luckily, your teammate actually wins that fight. Yep. So, if I may suggest, I think you can definitely aim closer. You know, like the guy is not going to run and peek you. Like he's going to really slow peek you by walking or maybe crouching, which gives you extra time. Like you don't need to. This is a distance I would have if the guy was just peeking properly, but it's not going to happen in apps because you would otherwise hear him, right? So you can either take tighter angle, like essentially you seeing this amount extra does not make any sense. you're just an easier target. You should always just pick a spot where, like, left side of the wall is the maximum where you want to be exposed, and you don't need to go further than that. It's way safer. It's how a lot of OPers approach these angles. And actually, Molodoi, he likes to, for example, post up in the middle here. In the middle, he's like standing here in the middle of the corridor, and it screws up with the brain of the T's because they're clearing. They don't see any Oper here, and then Molodoi is here, and he gets a free kill. Monesi likes to play like you do right now, or even Zaivu likes to take this angle. However, they have crosshair way closer to the wall, and this is exactly where you would just press mouse 1 and you just kill, right? Smoke and 2 flashes. We have instant smoke again middle. Now, if you're going to be throwing it every single round, I want you to also use it to some capacity, because if you're just threatening... You see, like, this makes no sense. This makes absolutely no sense. Like, you smoke, the early smoke, and then 145, you're throwing this smoke as well. Why? You're literally playing Inferno, where smokes are the most important piece of utility. You're playing -2 smokes from the beginning of the round, because this is effectively useless. And because that is useless, you're also worried about middle. So might as well just skip this smoke completely, right? You save extra smoke. Okay, here you go forward again, kind of like alone. Your teammates are clearly having an Apeks setup, and then you overexpose yourself too long. Glad that it was smoked and he actually walked through the smoke, so you were in advantage. But let's try to pair up with the teammates. Here again, you're flashing for yourself, overexposing. Here, overexposing. You're going forward when the real danger is on short. They cannot go forward. Right now, you need to be helping. You need to be helping this guy. You need to be way closer. This is wrong position, right? You should be playing either Moto. If that is smoked in this case, you can play on the edge of it, like... I'll try to fly there, like for example here, but you need to be able to help with this, especially with the flash like that you just threw. So let's see that sequence one more time. Flash, boom, we peek. In reality, your teammate is doing what you should be doing. That is supposed to be your role, to run through the smoke and help your teammates at all costs. 1v1 in the end, you win that. But I think you were a little bit, again, going away from your real responsibility, which is help with short. If you want to go forward and retake brackets, that's when you go with the guy from short as well. To spam him, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, what was that peak? First of all, again, we're using this smoke. Why are we even doing this peak? It's a great peak. But not with a, we call this face smoke, not with a face smoke, right? What's the point of it? And now we're blocking yourself with another smoke. Why are we not just holding that? You know they have Mac-10s, they literally shot you back with Mac-10s. Just hold. In and off angle, whatever you like. Again, you're playing down 2 smokes. You're having an op. Use that to your advantage. Okay, teammate, re-smoke mid, and now this is also bad. Okay, you made an insane double kill, but going forward here, breaking the smoke and going forward when you're only 2 guys A is so risky move, because if you go 1-for-1, for example, or if you just die from the guy, like let's say he's close spoiler, he can be there already. Then this guy is like, good luck to this man. Like, how is he gonna hold it when the closest guy is basically on B side? So again, going for the play like this, I personally don't like it. Somehow he actually make a double kill out of that. Well, again, like statistically, this is incorrect play. Incorrect play that worked out flawlessly, even like I should say brilliantly. But you see how fragile this kind of game style is. Okay, that's great. Now you don't need to repick that. You don't need to repick that at all. If he would be holding you and you lose that AWP in the process, it's, again, not needed economy damage. He's one guy. He has to plant the bomb. Just get other OP angles. Like, get this one. Go into the library. Go Moto. Go hold like this only. Like, go to the side and just play side. You know where he is. You already missed your shot. Don't re-peek into him. Quick interruption, if you're liking this coaching and you want to be coached as well, I suggest taking a look at my Ko-fi page where you can make a booking with me or book a session with me. During summer, I will have more free time, so I will be able to take more players, more students in, and don't worry, not every coaching session is publicly available and publicly edited and put on YouTube like this one. We can also make it private. We can also make it one-on-one. Just you can share it with whoever you would like. It's completely fine. And also on Ko-fi, you will find a couple of tiers of membership, which you get some perks in return, but you also support me, support my content. You get more of this content and you get a lot of tokens of appreciation. For example, you will appear in the end credits of all of my YouTube videos. If you vibe with it, check it out. I will be really pleased and honored if you do. But now let's get back to the video. Thank you. Okay, another phase smoke used. Let's see what you're gonna do. That phase smoke, by the way, failed. Alright, I guess we're just holding failed smoke right now. Good timing to check the second mid after the molly ended. We're good right now. I don't like this. Screw middle, brother. Screw middle. Just focus on the second mid. Especially now that you hear him. You heard him step. Just focus there. Focus there. Don't go closer to the wall. You're easier target. Stay further away. In my opinion, like staying here is much better because then path to safety from here is easier than from here. Okay? The distance, like if someone picks you here and you miss the shot, theoretically he can just chase you down if you're here. If you would be here, this is unchaseable. This is potentially chaseable. Again, we're playing with a... You think that I'm overthinking this, but the amount of thought into your positioning with an AWP must be really, really planned and structured. You have to put yourself in positions which are less likely to pre-fire and think about every single time, if you miss the shot, what is going to happen? Is your escape route the best possible escape route there is, or it can be improved? And if the answer is it can be improved, you're most likely out of position slightly, and one step is already a big out of position mistake when you're an AWPer. You cannot treat AWPing as a luxury that if you die, your teammates will just buy you a new one. You will get yourself a new one. They will pick it up off the ground and you will have an AWP next round as well. No. Obviously, in some cases, you can do that. You have a lot of money right now, but imagine they win next 2 rounds. And then at 6-5, you are not going to have an AWP anymore. And that's a big problem. That's a big problem if your structure of a defense kind of lies on this. Okay, so you're playing ahead of the smoke right now, which just popped behind you. This is a great amount of information, great amount of control as well. I like this. Molly from far suggests what? That they are probably not coming into middle. And right now, I would definitely tell one of your teammates to rotate to B, even yourself. I think you should be rotating to B. I think you should give up this angle right now and be closer to B on the rotation. Smoke middle, 55 seconds. Now this is the time where you could easily rotate away because you still have 2 smokes on A. 2 smokes times 20 is 40 seconds. There are 55 seconds left and you don't see anyone middle. So you can just back off, throw 1 smoke middle, and your teammate still has another smoke to play defensive. Maybe smoke off short or smoke off apps later on. Okay? This is where you don't need to hold these aggressive angles anymore. Boom, boom, boom. Run, run, run. You should have been already here by this time, by the way. Here, now. Here, now. Throw the nade, okay? Throw the molly. Throw the molly immediately. There's going to be 100% smoke CT. Don't do this. What's the point of you scoping inside of the smoke when your B defense is still there and they need help? Immediately throw the molly. Boom. Throw it. Throw it. They're going in. Don't throw flash. Throw utility damage first. Soften them up for your rifles to play it properly. Okay, there are rare cases where flash is great. Like if your teammate is playing triple and he's clearly like smoked off, flash over triple, it's going to be good. It's going to be good almost every time. But these nades should have been thrown already earlier. Good molly, but a little bit too late. Now we have... Oh no, that's terrible. That's a terrible break. But I like the idea of the break. However, you fumbled it. Again, panic. All right, let's see that. Retaking. Okay. I guess we're winning that. Tech9. And we're defusing. Okay. Alright, what are we doing? Why are we taking 5 seconds to go out of spawn? Oh, we're just rushing A, I guess. Maybe you were looking into the strat book. What is your role? That's a good call. You're essentially attacking A, where there are only 2 players, and you actually make a crash. You make the trade frag through the smoke, which is beautiful. Another one through the smoke. Pick up the Galil, and now chill. Now chill. You know that A players are still alive. And also, they played probably aggressive on B, which means they can be easily behind you. I don't think we were just ready for that. I think we're just kind of overcooking it. Alright, we lost apps control. We don't have middle. We have 1 smoke, HE and flash. I think B side is the only way how we can win this. How we can attack this properly with a smoke CT, entry flash, and an HE somewhere. And let's just hope that the trades go your way. This is very hard round to win. Okay, especially... Oh, this is good. This is good. We don't go through that smoke. For sure, we don't go through that smoke. We waited out. Nice. We waited out. What the hell is happening? Spork just... Okay. Every time... Who smoked CT, by the way? Did someone fail it or did they block it? Let's talk about it. Okay, he blocked it. But every time we're attacking B like this, someone should be responsible for the CT smoke. From here, okay? So he dodges the flashes. If he's getting flashed, he just dodges. Every time that has to happen like that. So the pathing to enter this B side is really scuffed. Wait. Why do we have smoke Kevlar? Why we have no helmet here? Surely we could have lose like an HE for a helmet. Alright. Interesting. What's the plan here? What's the plan? If you have a AWP, there should be a plan of some sort. What is happening with the utility of your teammates, by the way? We just smoked ourselves again on top middle. Lose the duel against that. Before we even had a chance to see someone, it's 3v5. Okay. We might be cooking here. Very good shot. One guy low on long. Let your teammates play now with the... What the hell is happening? This is again high cortisol. Molly pit. Flash your teammates in. Okay, I guess they're being timed. Everything is so slow. Everything is like... This is legit choke. I hope you're gonna hold it. Or maybe banana aggression? Okay, banana aggression. Right, everything is burning. We don't see anyone. Wait. Okay, this is another very important piece of information. Look. AWP just shot. Where? Oh, it happened on A. It happened on A. This guy just shot and missed your teammate. He actually just shot randomly. This needs to be a tell immediately for your teammates. Alright, let's go back to banana and let's take it. We know that AWP is not there. We have only 2 riflers most likely to deal with. Let's take banana. We have a lot of util. We have a trade on A as well. Still, it's important to have banana. Otherwise, this guy wouldn't be just rotating back to A right now. Smoke to banana is again something that you could have heard, and that means that top banana is probably clear. And again, before you saw anyone, You just didn't do anything. You did not have any impact, and it's 2v4, very unwinnable situation. A lot of the players here would just say, yeah, 1v4, you're just saving. Zero impact from you when all the impact could have come from the audio, okay? You heard the shot on A, immediately, like, tell your teammates what to do. You need to become an IGL. If you're an AWPer, you need to be some sort of mini IGL as well. You need to organize this more, okay? Come back with riflers, come back to top banana. I will flash you double wall, sorry, half wall. I will like molly pool, right? So you're gonna be here. You're gonna always hold car. Sorry. You're always gonna hold car while your teammates are coming up closer. Then flash half wall. Before that, you can also molly pool, or potentially sandbags if you really want. Just be more commanding. Like you're playing way too passive. Second molly used. All right, flash for your teammates. Half wall. Boom. Was not ideal half wall flash. One guy needs to be anti-flashing. In my opinion, it should be you here. Right, we're boosting up. We're having some sick nades prepared. Now you're moving around the map. Now you're doing something. You're flashing for your teammates. You're boosting them. You're coming close middle. You still have utility package. You're probably going to throw it somehow on the mid take. Hopefully. That is crazy. Okay, long AWP. We have no molotov smoke. So, or is it coming? Yeah, I think it's coming. No, that's library. Okay, we do have like a improvised molotov smoke. So it's still all right. No one is in pit. Boom. This needs to be a trade. Great. This is a great trade. Now, get out of these lines, spammy lines, resmoke Moto very soon. Right now, resmoke Moto. Resmoke it, resmoke it, resmoke it. Resmoke it. Where is the smoke? Why is it not there yet? You have a smoke. It needs to be here already. Now it's too late, because not only that they can beat it, which they will, they also saw where it's coming from. Not only that, I think they saw your teammate smoking from abs as well. What is this guy cooking? I don't know what this guy. They know one guy is inside, one guy is in abs, and one guy is in the pit because of your delayed smokes. Okay. That's a loss, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Also 1 second. And this was, this is just, it should have been your smoke that just comes. And your apps guy doesn't need to feel pressure to re-smoke anything. Alright, any AWP here? No, again, no head Kevlar. And no molly on the banana take. Okay, we don't have, all of a sudden you're not a banana player. Are we doing a set strat towards A? Seems like it. Good utility usage from the enemies, honestly. Way better than yours on CT side. I'm gonna give props to them as well for this. What the hell just happened? Oh, this guy made a ROPS play. This is such an annoying way to die. Like, this is a 50-50 gamble, and it worked out beautifully for him. Yeah. I mean, okay, it's a stupid thing to do in 12-11, but at the same time, genius thing to do at 12-11. Back to apps. It's so weird. Before you see anyone, the rounds are pretty much over. Actually, your teammate brings it back to 2v2, so let's talk about it. Okay, we have picking up an AWP in 2v2 when it's all about trades is also, in my opinion, suboptimal. Literally, you want to attack A here. You want to go short. 2 HEs are literally in front of you. Here, pick at least one of them for throwing it into the pit. You can even, both of you can pick both of them, and instead of mulling pit, you just double HE it. That's another thing, okay? Now the trades are kind of scuffed. Okay, okay, we hear him burn. Now how are we going to trade? You need to go first here, because you have an AWP. Luckily you trade. 1v1. Bomb has been planted. And unfortunately it was just way too close. GG's. What can we do better in that clutch? Should we just plant for default? Okay, so this is you. This is your teammate. Burned in pit. You make this trade. Honestly, plan default here. Don't look yourself into the side. It is way more likely that if the player is playing in pit, the other guy is still somewhere like towards B. He's not like pushed up banana or something. I think this is way less likely rotation in a 1v1 than this one. And if you plant inside and CT takes this line, he knows that you're locked. Obviously, this guy is a little bit stupid. And even though you're stepping inside and planting inside, he still thinks you're default for some reason. But now he realizes because you reveal yourself with the smoke. But this is something that if you reveal yourself by throwing a smoke from default, he doesn't know where you're going to go, right? Because you would plant the bomb ultimately faster and he wouldn't take such an advanced position. This is interesting. So here I would definitely plant default. Then flash, check if someone is close. And then if no one is close, then I would smoke Molto and play probably in pit. Or go in apps, depending on the timing. I'm not sure how the timing would work here. Yeah, I think you should be... Should really, yeah, as I said, more like brave on the T side with the calls and the way you want to organize around yourself. If you're an oper, like there's a reason a lot of the opers on T side that they will just have AKs most of the time. Because yes, it is hard to find impact as an op behind all of these smokes and in front of all the utility that is going to be thrown at you on Inferno. However, if you do have an op, I think there were a couple of rounds where you could definitely bring a lot of the impact through comms and initiative, which is just not coming, unfortunately, from you. Utility was honestly really, really below level 10, in my opinion. Like the understanding of throwing a phase smoke and then smoking this immediately is just not good. It's like a level 7 stuff that I think level 7 needs to understand how important smokes are on this map on CD side, and you're just blowing away 2 of them pretty much at the beginning of the round. Those are my main takeaways for this demo for you, and yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something and you share it with some of your teammates, because yeah, so sometimes we spoke about your teammates as well, even though you were the main character here in this demo. I hope you liked it, and yeah, I'll see you in another one. Take care, bye-bye. Shout out to you, all of my Patreons and Ko-fi members, for your continual support. It allows me to create more content like this. Your name is on the screen right now as a little token of appreciation. I used Ko-fi for years, where you can find extra content and perks at various tiers of membership, but due to popular demand, I set up Patreon too. Nothing changes, both platforms are treated equally, with same content, is just for your convenience to use whichever side you prefer. Thank you for making my videos better and possible.